Good evening. The Greater Round Rock Community Foundation is honored to be included each year in the Chamber's banquet. It's always a much appreciated opportunity to spotlight what we do. Since our inception in 2004, the generosity of this community has helped the foundation grant over $10 million directly to our local nonprofits doing mission-critical work right here in Round Rock and Williamson County. An astounding $2 million was granted in 2020 alone. And while we are all about directing charitable giving where it's needed most, we also get a front row seat witnessing the good work being done by our own Round Rock citizens. Tonight, we'd like to present 2 awards to honor the selfless service of a few. The Innovation of Philanthropy Award is our first award tonight, which recognizes those in our community who create new and innovative ways of making a difference in the lives of others. And never has that accomplishment been more monumental or expeditious than in the year 2020. As we've all experienced, the pandemic has not only impacted our lives, but also our livelihoods. It was very tough to watch our small businesses in Round Rock, the backbone of our economy, suffer so much from the shutdown. Not only the business owners, but also hundreds of their employees and their families. But amid all the despair, Round Rock had one exceptional thing going for it, an incredible leader in its mayor, Craig Morgan. Even as the crisis was unfolding, Craig knew something needed to be done immediately to provide support for these businesses until bigger help could come from the federal government. In a collaboration which has never been done before in Round Rock, Craig brought together the City of Round Rock, Dell Technologies, your Chamber of Commerce, and the Greater Round Rock Community Foundation to provide the seed money to create Round Rock Cares. With extraordinary support from the general public, this fund ultimately provided over $400,000 in immediate financial assistance to over 240 small businesses and saved many from having to close their doors. The effort was so successful, other surrounding communities modeled Craig's actions to help their business economy also survive. None of it would have happened without Craig's vision and leadership or the city's support. As the famous quote goes, community is much more than belonging to something. It's about doing something together that makes belonging matter. Mayor Morgan, thank you for making Round Rock matter. We're proud to present to you tonight the Innovations of Philanthropy Award for 2020. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I want to thank Nile and the Greater Community Foundation for this award. You know, when the pandemic hit and the shutdowns hit, you know, we went from a vibrant downtown to a ghost town, and I knew something that had to be done. We had to do something. Once I reached out to our team at the city and broached the idea, I knew the first person called was Nile. You know, Nile and his family have given so much to this community, and plus he was a former mayor, so I knew he would either kill the idea and say it wasn't any good, or it was. And so actually, after we spoke, he was on board with it, actually to the point that he gave $25,000. And so I want to thank the Greater Community Foundation, City of Round Rock, the Chamber, and most of our citizens for coming together during this tough time. And again, I'm humbled and honored to accept this award. Thank you.
As it is the business of the foundation to nurture, inspire, and recognize philanthropy, it is the foundation's honor to present our second award this evening, the 2020 Philanthropy Award. This award is given to those who demonstrate exceptional generosity and civic responsibility in providing financial support to local nonprofits and community improvement causes, and who by example encourage and motivate others to support philanthropic causes. This award is especially meaningful because it wasn't easy for anyone to give in 2020, and yet they did. Even though the pandemic did not spare them from personal hardship, but then philanthropy has been a way of life from the very beginning for the Nelson family. Fortunate to see success from building Kalahari resorts and conventions into a favorite destination for families and businesses alike, Todd Nelson has always felt a calling to give back and has instilled that virtue into each one of his hardworking children. The Nelson family has long been dedicated to creating opportunities for those in need to improve their lives and in turn make this world a better place. Through their own family foundation and through trusted community partners like the Greater Round Rock Community Foundation, they work to support initiatives and projects that will make a lasting and meaningful impact to communities where they live and work. In 2020, their support of the Round Rock Area Serving Center was instrumental in helping meet the critical needs of so many affected by this pandemic. They also generously stepped up to be the presenting sponsor of the Legacy Luncheon, which has allowed the Greater Round Rock Community Foundation to expand its safety net for our nonprofit organizations. And their support also made an immediate impact to the YMCA of Williamson County as they have continued to help families, essential workers, and first responders during this crisis. Each dollar given by the Nelson family touched so many people in countless and positive ways that will forever be remembered in a year that, well, will never be forgotten. We are grateful that the Nelson family has chosen Round Rock as their new home, and we are honored tonight to present them with the 2020 Philanthropy Award. Todd, it's my pleasure.
Well, thank you, Niall. I will tell you, we stand here pretty humble. We love the area, we love philanthropy, and we couldn't have picked a better home than Round Rock, working with the city and the folks, and it's just been a joy, and we support so many causes, and we did have a rough year, but we'll come out of it just strong as can be. We have our own family foundation, and we support Africa, we support education, we support cancer research and all sorts of things, so it's a true pleasure, and we're going to do so much more over the coming decades, but it's a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my friend.
And Travis, how about you? You got anything?
Well, I just want to say that 2021 is going to be a big year for us. We've got a lot planned, and we look forward to pulling off some really cool events in Round Rock and raising a lot of money for the community.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, Todd, you and your wonderful family, thank you and welcome to Round Rock.
Well, it's our pleasure. I love Round Rock.